I watched a bunch of anime today. Yeah, well, I mean, I watched some more of that fucking one show. Kononaka fucking here, I got the shit open. Hold on. Kononaka ni hitori moto ga iru. The one with the sisters or whatever, cuz I wanted to see what happened. Didn't watch any Karekano, Kareshi Kanojo no Jijo. Didn't watch any of that. Just kind of didn't get around to it. But, so I watched a bunch of, the Emoto show, and then I was like, okay, what's new, What's new? Because it's been a while since I looked into that. I missed a lot of last season, and I think there's some new shows this season that probably good or whatever. But, if I'm gonna jump back into anime, let's see what's airing right now. So I watched, Seiren, Seiren, because the only genre was school, and the description was not a description, and the picture had a bunch of girls, so I was like, fuck yeah, we'll watch this one. And I like it a lot. It's like, I think it's, I don't know, like, it's a really interesting kind of romance. Tiger, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? You got food and water? You just being a bother? Alright, no. No, it's a romance thing, kind of, ish. But yeah, it's this one guy, and, for now, there's only one girl, because there's only 3 episodes. And of the 6 girls in the picture, and I think in the opening, we've seen, like, one girl. No, we've seen 2 of them, but we've only focused on one. And I think we're just gonna focus on, like, one at a time. It's probably, like, a visual novel or some shit. I don't even fucking know. Wow, really? One fucking battle? But no, I like it a lot. I think it's good. Let's just do expert. I don't even fucking care. Somebody asked me why I do intermediate instead of expert, and, well, they just asked me why I do intermediate, and my one-word answer was points, and to elaborate on that answer is that I get more points if I'm using those 3 teams, because those 3 teams have multi-hit. Well, one of them has multi-hit, the 2 are salvo. This one, I think, yeah, I do have a salvo in here. But it's, I don't really remember. I have to fucking put fucking other maidens in this team. I gotta make this whole group better. I get the UR ticket, got a new buffer. 450% buffer. Bomb. Girl. But no. Seiren. Really good. I don't even want to talk about it too much, just because it's like, it was really fun going into it not knowing anything, and at the same time, everything was, like, introduced really well. So it's just like, it's just a lot of fun, that show was. Will be, it's gonna be more episodes, which is good, which is fun. I like to keep track of all the fucking shows and whatever. Sometimes I do it way too much, and then I just burn out, and then I don't watch anime for the next few months. This time I'm going to be a bit more moderate with it, so I watched that one. I'm also going to watch Fuka, because someone told me to read the manga for it once, and it was a person that I had liked, and thought, well, not liked in it, I thought they were a cool person. Not like, but no, yeah, there's a salvo in here. There's this little Sally. Do I need to make that distinction? I say that I like people. Not a person I like romantically, but a person that I like. I have never used the word like in a sort of romantic way. Well, maybe I have. Either way, it wasn't a person I romantically liked. It was a person whose opinions I respected a lot. Because they told me about some cool shows or whatever. So I was like, fuck yeah. Not shows, manga. And I was going to get into reading it, but I just don't read manga very often. But hey, look, now there's an anime. Just watch that. Obviously, you know, the manga is usually better than the anime, but I don't care. It's gonna be good enough. Wow, that was insane. How many turns was that when we just didn't get either of their skills? And it's like 20% or something. Fuck it, let's just... Alright, whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna be watching Fuka. And I also watched... I get the tab. Masamune-kun no Revenge, which was interesting because I read the synopsis of it and I was like, I've seen this before, you know? I was like, I kind of recognize this. Like, maybe I've heard this sort of type of story, and I was like, yeah, maybe, kind of. And I start watching it, and I'm like, I've read the manga, kind of, you know? It was weird. It was really weird because just watching it and remembering, I know I've read the beginning of the manga, but I don't know how far I got or even why I started it or like when I started it. I just knew, like, I knew all of it already. Well, not all of it. I just, like, it was so bizarre, you know, like deja vu almost kind of feeling. Because it was like, whoa, I know this, like, it was never something I gave a shit about, you know, but I just know that I read some of it. I don't know how much I read, and I know I never talked to anybody about it, and I must have, like, never thought about it at all since that one time I read it. I didn't even, like, save it in my favorites of, like, manga I was reading or some shit, because I just fucking just completely forgot about it. And then, hey, look, it's an anime now. So cool, you know. I'm probably gonna watch the anime. It's pretty fun. Again, I don't remember why I started watching or reading the manga, but I don't really remember very much of it. Reminds me of something I told before about a book I was reading. A book that I want to read by Nut Hampson. That book I told you about, that really big book I bought, that was actually 7 books. I haven't gotten very far in that. Feel really bad about it, but I will get around to it eventually. You know, I just take it very slowly. But one of the books in that collection, the collection by my favorite author, I started to read online and then I completely forgot about it. I just 100% forgot about it. Never went back to it at all until, like, so much later when I was like, wait, did I start this? And then as soon as I just read, like, a little bit of it, all of it came rushing back. But, like, what that very well could be is just, like, what happened with that manga, what I'm assuming at least, is just I don't enjoy the experience of reading on my phone so much that I just block it out of my memory. You know, this is going terribly right now. Somehow I think we'll be fine. That was just like the worst fucking thing. I should have revived so much sooner than I did. But I got the heal from Letta, so I was like, oh, I don't need to revive now. Have Letta or... Okay, I was going to ask if Schwartz in the middle there has bursted yet, and she hadn't. So it's good that she did. Now I think we're gonna be fine. This is dumb. So yeah, that's what I've been watching today, and probably some Fuka after this, cause I'll have time after recording to watch a few episodes or something. Well, no, I got like a 3rd episode of Masamune-kun that I need to watch, that I plan on watching. And then Fuka, and then probably look into other shows that are airing. Oh, yeah, what is it? Konosuba. I need to watch. That's got a new season, too. Also, maybe, like, do a rundown of what happened last season, and see if there's anything I want to watch came out of that one. Maybe not. Little Witch Academia, that's got a show now. I watched the movies for those. I think I actually watched those, like, with Ben for some reason. I'm honestly not sure if I just showed them to Ben or I like, or like I had seen it before and I was like, hey, watch these things, it's pretty cool, or I just randomly decided to watch it on my own. I think I just randomly decided to watch it on my own because just we were just chilling out or whatever, and I was like, yeah, let's watch something. I was like, oh man, people have been telling me about this thing, and I hear it's got good animation, and I think it's got a dub. Let's watch it. So we did. Yeah, that's that story. I like hanging out with Ben. Ben's a whole lot of cool. Is she gonna kill? No, she's not. Is she gonna get her skill? Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. Well, I haven't upgraded her at all yet. I got the thing because I got well within ranking to I got like 1,500 some, so I have it. But yeah, Little Witch Academia. Yeah. I liked it, and I want to watch the show. Also, Akiba's Trip. Akiba's Strip or Akiba's Trip. I think it doesn't matter which way you say it. That's the whole joke. Probably want to watch that one too, and then everything else, I don't know. You know, maybe I'll look into it. I don't want to go crazy with it this time around though, because like I said, I have in the past, and it's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea to watch like everything that's airing. You know, like fucking. I don't know. Like it worked a little bit for a time, and then it just gets to be too much, you know? Just way too much. And then I'm just like missing out on the really good shows because I decide to stick around for the mediocre shows that I enjoy. And then it's just like I forget to watch an episode of one of the mediocre shows, and then I'm like, well, I gotta watch this one before I watch anything else. But then I'm like, fuck anime. Let's just do something different. I don't know. But yeah, so various shows and things. Maybe should I just run down the list now? I remember there is actually an episode back in the first season where I went through all of the new shows on my anime list, and I was going through and I was describing like all of them, you know. I was like, oh, this one, I'm watching this one, or this one, it's like way too old for me to want, like, to get into it now, or this one, I'm watching this one, I like this one, like this one, it's just like every single one, and just like most of them, a lot of them, I was watching, or I was close to being caught up on, and it was just ridiculous. It's just like. Like that kind of shit is why I stopped watching anime for as long as I did, just because fucking I just did too much of it, you know. And that's why I never recommend watching binge watching a lot of my videos, because they're very the same, and you'll get tired of it unless you don't. I don't know, maybe you don't. It's fucking. I think you're an absolute madman if you do. Sometimes I do like to go back and watch older videos though, but more for the memories. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, that happened that day, and that was a lot of fun, kind of shit, you know. And it's nice to do that. I'm gonna sip this water here. Hey, well, yeah, buff and a debuff. And then some more debuff. I like this team. Mostly because it has debuff in it. And, her... Demi? Yeah, I never get to use her enough. She's a lot of fun, because she's just absolutely random. Fucking... just throw a salvo in there, sure. She's got like 5 different skills she can use, and they're all pretty good. The worst one you can get is if she heals when everybody's got a lot of health, because one of her skills can heal, and that's annoying, you know. But I used to use her a whole bunch. She was from 2 years ago New Year's Summon, I guess, because if I say last year's New Year's Summon, it's not correct. You know, it's 2 years ago last year. So I haven't been playing for 2 years, but 2015 New Year's Summon was her. Yeah. Is that gonna kill? Okay, no. Let's just fucking... Oh, wait, let's Let her do some damage. Hey, there's a train coming. Oh, good buff. And a little bit of that. Take somebody out. And a little bit of that. Take the rest of them out. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Anime is a lot of fun. It is weird that I was watching like mostly dubbed shows, and then now I'm watching the new shows, which are mostly sub. Except Akiba's Trip. Akiba's Trip is being simuldubbed, which I feel like I've said 10 times now is the first time that's happened in a very long time. It's only happened for one other show. I think Cowboy Bebop was simuldubbed. Simuldub means that as soon as the episode is released in Japan, it's released in America dubbed in English. Or at least very, very close to the point of, you know, like an hour apart or something like that. To the point of, like the amount of time it takes for them to, like, sub or the episodes, there's already going to have a dub, you know? I think something like that, which is insane, and I know nothing about it, and I have no idea how good it is. The Niskel says he likes it, and I like the Niskel. See there? Yeah, I like him like a person. I do. I like him like a person. I think he's got good taste. Not at all the person I was talking about before. Me and the Niskel, we don't have very many personal conversations. It's kind of sad. I comment on his Twitter every now and then. I hope at least by now he's made some sort of connection or figured out, like remembered me a little bit, you know. I think I talked about this in another video, and people were like, notice me, shit like that, you know, notice me, senpai. I really do want to do a video with that guy, because he's really fucking fun. But, you know, I asked him he said fucking, he did a Twitter AMA kind of thing where it's just like, ask a question, and I was like, will you be on my my YouTube show? And he was super chill about it, and he was like, instead of flat out rejecting me, he was like, well, I don't know you very much, so let's give it time before we start doing shit like that. He didn't even say shit. He doesn't cuss very often, which I admire. You know, some people do that. I don't know, fucking I do whatever the hell I want. But no, I don't think he like knows of me as a YouTube person at all. I hope at least by now he's seen enough of my comments on Twitter or on YouTube that he's like, oh, okay, now I remember who this person is when I see them. You know, that kind of shit. Because I do that, you know. People who comment enough, I'll remember them when they comment. And they're like, oh shit, that's the person who talked about that other thing that one time. Shit like that. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to get regulars. But now I have people in a chat, and then it's like half of them don't comment very often. Well, sometimes they do comment. And I'm going to read the comments, but just talk to me in chat about it if you want. I just got a message on Kick from Ben, actually. From Ben. I was just talking about Ben, and then now he's messaging me. It's great to have a smartwatch. No fucking clue why. Maybe he's high. Maybe he's crazy. Maybe he sensed it. Maybe he sensed that I was talking about him. I'm gonna tell him I was talking about him. No, that's weird. I don't care. I am excited though. Ooh, my heart's beating so fast. Oh, Ben messaged me. No, nothing like that. No, he's just super cool. Cause just like Ben and I, we just get along very well, and we just like talk about a lot of the same shit. Just our minds work in very similar ways. So it's just fun to have conversations with him, you know? And I think you can hear that a lot in the videos we do together. It's just like the back and forth is always just like immediate and there, and just like we're on the same page, I think, most of the time, and it's a lot of fun. That New Year's episode, I was very tired. He had been drinking a little bit. So that New Year's episode was absolutely terrible, but we were both enjoying ourselves. But I do realize that it's not at all a good episode, and I apologize for it. But I did enjoy making it, and it was a lot of fun. Are they going to do 9s now? Yes, they are. Cool. So New Year's episode, yeah. Terrible. My bad. But the one after that was a whole lot of fun. And any other videos that I did with Ben, a lot of fun. Most of them have his name in the title or in the description, so it's not that hard to find. But he's a lot of fun. He's not in like any of the chats or whatever, because like while we think in a lot of the same ways and we can like just talk to each other so easily and open up, we don't follow or just like have the same interests, you know? Because like I don't like some of his music I'm into, but he's got like a really weird music taste that I just don't give a shit about. Well, I guess it's not that weird. I mean, my music taste is probably weirder than his, but his I don't care about, you know? Like we don't watch a lot of the same shows or anything like that. We just fucking, I don't know, we're very different people in terms of tastes, but just because like it doesn't matter what we're talking about, we can just talk about whatever the fuck, and it just works so well just because of how we interact. It's cool. Yeah, he's a very good friend. I just keep talking about Ben, I think is what I should do. Now everybody's gonna ship us. People do that all the time. When we are in chats together, people ship us. But we're not anymore though. Not in any major chats where we're together or whatever. Just because fucking do I have 8 or 4 left? Or did I have 8 or 4? Do I have anything? Oh, okay, no, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Let's keep talking about Ben for a while. No, just because a lot of the chats on Kick, I just fucking or just a lot of the chats on Kick that I'm in are just anime chats, and he just doesn't give a shit about that. So I don't even like invite him anymore, because he might stick around for a little bit and then he'll just get bored because there's literally nothing for him to talk about, so he'll leave. So we just don't talk very often, but like when we're together, it's just boom, just like I can't snap very well with my left hand. Damn it. That's man, that's sad, because I like to snap. I like to snap. I don't do it as often in videos as I think would be enjoyable, but I do. I snapped in a lot of past videos every now and then. I enjoy snapping. I like the feeling. It's a quick, but I can't do it as well with my left hand. But my right hand, I just like in this setup where I'm holding the phone and the mic in the right hand. It's just like my left hand's the only thing doing anything, you know, pushing buttons or whatever the fuck. So I can't snap anymore. I guess I just need to practice, you know, and figure out how to snap with my left hand. I mean, I am still working on, you know, my finger strength and my grip strength. And I'm doing it for both hands just so fucking symmetry and shit. And I guess snapping might help with that. I don't know. I mean, it's better to have, you know, a better left hand in general for piano and shit, because, you know, if I want to get good at piano, I gotta learn how to do all that. And getting better finger strength and working on that is also good for piano, so it's just good that I've been doing that. My mom thinks it's kind of weird, because I just walk around like squeezing a stress ball all the time. It's just that, you know, squeezing, holding a stress ball most of the day kind of shit. But you know, that's good. Gotta eat a lot of meat, build up muscle. Only in my fingers. Only in my fingers. That's what I'm trying to build up. But yeah, that's life. That's life. That's what I've been up to. What have you been up to, huh? What are you doing? I mean, I can ask that. I used to ask that all the time, you know. I would open videos with like, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? And
so at this point in the video, the audio actually cuts out. This is me in the future while I'm editing the video. As you can hear, there's no more game sound. Oops. I fucking... It's the mic, you know, I don't know. It just randomly stopped recording any sound. And, you know, I can see now that it's already up to almost 25 minutes, you know, 24:51 to whatever. So I'm just gonna end it here. What I was saying is that while I ask people what their fucking I ask people what was I saying? I used to ask people, what they were up to in videos, but nobody ever comments. But in streams, I do that, and then that'll happen in streams. That was the story. All right, well, uh, take care of yourself.